Hello, my name is Joel Libava, and I'm the franchise king. I wanted to tell you just what it is I do. First of all, the name, the franchise king. Uh, I'm not the self proclaimed franchise king. Someone actually named me the franchise king. It was a gentleman who used to run the largest chamber of commerce in Ohio. And at a huge networking event, he yelled across the room, looking at me, "Hey, it's the franchise king!" And I had no idea who he was talking about until he pointed to me, and the name stuck, and I trademarked it. Thank you, Jim Kukral, my Cleveland friend, for suggesting strongly that I trademark it. And that is the interesting story about how I became the guy holding the crown, the franchise king. So, what is it that I do exactly? Well, I help people who are serious about franchise ownership. I teach them. I teach them how to find franchises that make sense for them, to choose the right franchises out of some of them they've found. I teach them how to do amazing franchise research, which is the most important part of the yes or no decision you're going to make if you are looking at a franchise. And I show you how to buy a franchise. So if you're some of the people who are looking at franchises, I'm the guy. And here's something that's really cool about what I do. Well, there's a lot of things, but one of them is I work for you. And here's how I help people specifically. First of all, there are over 1,500 different articles on franchising that can be found on the Franchise King blog, which is thefranchiseking.com/blog. It is the longest running franchise blog around. I own it and operate it. So that is one way. And by the way, 90% of the things I do are free for you. So I thought that was important to know. I wrote a book called Become a Franchise Owner. Wiley Publishing approached me a couple of years ago, and they strongly suggested that I be the guy to write a new and much needed book on becoming a franchise owner, which I did. It is a top selling franchise book. You can find it on Amazon and usually at your local bookstore. I also have written several ebooks. I have some online courses that you can take. Just go to franchisebusinessuniversity.com and you will see a free course and a course that you have to pay for that is really, really detailed but easy to follow. And it's how to buy a profitable franchise. And that's really what I specialize in, is helping people find and research and actually buy franchises that can be profitable. I mean, don't just say I want to buy a franchise. I want you to change your mindset. I want to buy a profitable franchise. I want to buy a franchise that I can actually make money in. That's the idea. So in addition to my hardcover book, and my ebooks and my online courses and the numerous articles I've written here and everywhere. I mean, if you just do a Google search of the Franchise King or search Google for Joel Libava, you'll see there are articles everywhere. I write for the U.S. Small Business Administration. I've written for Small Business Trends. I've written for the New York Times, the Huffington Post. I know, blah, blah, blah. How impressive. But I am frequently called on by all sorts of media types. As a matter of fact, later today, Money Magazine is talking to me. They want me to be a source for them in a new article they're writing about buying a business. So I'm easy to find if you look online. And I'll tell you why people like to interview me on the radio or in magazines or on their blogs or on their big websites. Because I'm straightforward. And also because my advice is really unbiased. If you work with me one-on-one, and that's a service that I offer, by the way, if you work with me one-on-one, my advice is going to be really unbiased because you're paying me for advice, not the franchisors. I'm not a franchise broker or franchise consultant. I'm not waiting for a big old fat commission on the other side of our consultation. You are paying for my expertise. If I know of a franchise that is a good fit, I will send you that direction and tell you about the franchise. But unless I have some kind of weird arrangement, I'm not getting paid by them. And if I was, I would tell you. So it's unbiased. You look at the franchises you want to find and to buy, and I'll help you along the way. That is really, really what I'm really good at. I don't belong to any franchise associations because those tend to be lobbying groups, and I'm not a lobbyist. But I'm an advocate for you. If you want to buy a franchise, there is no one else in the universe who will show you how to do it while protecting you at the same time. Let me show you a couple different ways about how I do make money. One is by my one-on-one services. Another way is I have sponsored posts that people can either write or I write for them. These might be franchisors. They might be companies that want to attract franchisors or attract franchisees. And any post like that that is paid for will be clearly marked as sponsored. So I do that for a few different franchisors and a few different vendors that want to approach the franchise industry. I offer advertising. You will see some advertising strategically placed on my website, and I get paid for that by places like Yahoo, etc. I'm also an affiliate for companies like B Plans, who are people who write business plan software. I'm an affiliate for CorpNet for Nelly, who helps people structure how their businesses should be set up. I'm also I'm an affiliate for Chris Brogan and his wonderful courses on social media and how to create courses, just a lot of things. So anything that I'm an affiliate for, you will know because it's usually clearly marked as an affiliate. I also have a newsletter that goes out to well over 5,000 people right now. I don't generally make money from the newsletter, but it's a service that I provide, and I provide tips, etc. every week. So as I said, 90% of the things I do are free. The 10% includes one-on-one services, sponsored posts, advertising, my online courses, etc. That is how I make my income. I wanted to be straightforward with you, and I want you to make sure you know when you go to thefranchiseking.com, the things you'll find are all related to helping you become a franchise owner in the safest way possible. Thanks for watching my video. I am the Franchise King, Joel Libava. If you need some help, you can email me, joel@thefranchiseking.com. Finally, franchising, if you don't know what you're doing, franchising can be really dangerous. It can be dangerous to buy a franchise if you don't know what you're doing. If you don't get advice from me, get it from someone who you trust before you invest a couple $100,000. You will be the better person for it. And remember, don't just look for a franchise, look for a profitable franchise. I'm Joel Libava. Thanks for watching.